started, I want to recognize that we are playing on the traditional land of the Haudenosaunee peoples. And welcome to the FM Gamers! Woo! I'm Jesse Edmond. I will be running Monster of the Week this week for the second time. I'll give you a recap of what happened in just a little bit. Before we get going, I want to mention you're watching us on twitch.tv at twitch.tv/misdirectedmark. Unless you're listening, in which case you're not watching that. You can also find us on Twitter and Instagram at FMGcasters. And then on YouTube, Misdirected Mark Productions. And before we go forward, I want to introduce the cast, starting with...
Hello, I am Jane Calvert. You can find me on Twitter at Moonchromatic. And I am playing, in Monster of the Week, I am playing the role of Glowfree, the monstrous, who is basically a being made of light, moves really fast like the Flash, and also nothing gets to shine brighter than them.
I'm Alana Smith. Lana. You can find me on Twitter, Princess O Gaming. I think that's also my Instagram, but there is mostly just kitties there. And I will be playing Jessica Rodriguez, the spooky, the manager of the local Hot Topic, of which I am also kind of gothy with my t-shirt. There's trick or treat, give me something good to drink. And this coming weekend, March 7th, I am hosting. Am I hosting? I don't know. I'm organizing this thing that has turned into a mini-con. It's Just Gamers Day, and so I have been getting gamers and gay folk together to play games. And Jesse will be running Monster of the Week there, and Jane will be running Pandemic Legacy. I will be teaching board games, and Jerry is playing, and so come on out to Just Games in Rochester and have a gay time with us.
All are welcome.
Yeah, all are welcome.
I'm Jerry Meyer, GM Gerrymander on Gmail, Facebook, and Twitter, and I'm playing Chad Barsnacki, who is the initiate. He's also the manager of Stuff, and he's a fledgling member of the Ancient Order of the Nine Coins and is basically trying to find out what's going on with this mall and how cool it is.
Very cool. I forgot to mention, I'm at Doc Palindrome, wherever fine Doc Palindromes are sold. So you can just find me wherever there's a Doc Palindrome. It's me. I also want to point out, since you guys point out your shirts, thank you for the segue, that I'm wearing my Dreff Wormwood shirt in honor of the late, great Dreff Wormwood from the One Shot Podcast.
Spoilers.
Campaign. Huh?
Spoilers.
No, he's just late for the party.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's fine. So the last time we were at the Five Corners Mall, it was it was some pretty crazy stuff because it was inventory day, and people were counting stuff, and there was a lot of like, ooh, is this counted right? And I think that was the big part of the plot, right?
No.
No, that's right. Somebody broke the release date on the Happy Time floofs, which caused them to attempt to make everybody happy, because that's what they wanted to do. But fortunately, our 3 mall employees were able to stop this horrible happiness wave from happening.
I got to stop happiness.
Yeah, I couldn't think of 3 people better equipped to stop happiness. Not the players, the characters. So today, it's a new day. It's maybe a few weeks later. It's a Saturday.
Oh.
So it's going to be busy. It is also early November.
Okay.
So it's starting to, you're starting to see the drizzling of the Christmas stuff. Like the Halloween stuff's getting taken down this week.
It's 8 weeks of retail hell coming up.
Yeah. It's getting towards the tough time.
The real question is, did Mike and Mike burn down the Game Slop?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Yeah. They are 0 for 1 with burning down GameStops. They have not burned it down ever.
No.
So, but they did apparently burn all the Happy Time Flips. All of them, just in case. And they burned a bunch of other cute toys that they didn't like, just in case. So,
As you do.
as you do. A bunch of other cute toys. Yeah, okay. So you are you're coming in for a Saturday morning shift. Well, 2 of you are, and Glow-Free happens to be there. And we see our good friend. I'm looking at my notes. I could have been.
Our good friend Karen.
No, not Karen. Where was the
Tony?
more Foster?
Foster.
More Mediterranean.
Yes, more Mediterranean. Jane keeps really good notes. I keep notes, just not in any particular order.
I have less of them to keep.
That's fair. But you see Foster, and Glow-Free, you just happen to be heading this way. You know that these two come in, and I don't know, maybe you feel that you've bonded?
I'm pretty familiar with the routines of most of the people around here, and
Yeah.
I kind of just follow around.
How do you, how since the incident a few weeks ago with the Happy Time Floofs, how have you felt about these two?
I feel really sorry for Jessica, because people that she doesn't like keep falling for her. Mm-hmm. And that was kind of awkward with Dan, who turned into Good Time Floof. I don't know, I'm pretty, they're kind of cool.
Yeah.
They do stuff.
We do stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Jessica, how about you? How do you feel about these two other would-be compatriots? How have you been?
Well, I like Glow-Free.
Yeah.
They're really good at giving directions, and I can also give them a heads up and be like, hey, don't give that one directions to where I am. and Chad and I over here are step siblings because our dads got married. So
Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
yeah.
Yes.
That's a big deal. What kind of wedding was it?
Oh, that's a good question. Are they the
was
we're
a-
gonna go to the Caribbean and celebrate
No, I
this?
think it was local. I think it was more like a Finger Lakes beach wedding.
Oh yeah, Finger
Okay.
Lakes beach wedding.
Yeah.
Seneca?
Seneca's probably good. The deepest.
Probably at like their favorite winery.
In mid-October.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd work.
Ooh, we could have been at a cidery.
Could be.
Yeah.
That's the right season for it.
Yep.
How about you, Chad?
I've actually, of course, I hang out with Jessica, and I've been training my protege. But I actually, I'm fascinated by Glow-Free,
Okay.
and mostly just because they don't seem tied down to any particular part of the mall, and they seem to be a major manifestation of whatever's here, or vice versa. I'm not convinced that the mall itself isn't weird because Glow-Free's here.
Interesting.
But either way, I'm enjoying it, and I appreciate the fact that out of all the strange things we've seen here so far, Glow-Free seems to be a force for good at the very least.
Okay.
Whenever bad things seem to happen, Glow-Free seems to be there to stop it. So we're having a good time with that.
I'm there to shine light on it.
Exactly. Exactly. It also means the mall is never really dark,
Ooh.
which is really useful and interesting.
Okay.
And it's also nice to just sit out by the fountain at midnight and read while Glow-Free's fluttering around nearby, and you can get some. So
Yeah. Okay, I like that. That's pretty cool.
And I'm actually extremely amused by all of the would-be suitors that are interested in my stepsister.
Okay.
Mostly because I realize that sooner or later, somebody's going to end up being the right one, and it's going to be a lot more fun when that happens.
Yeah.
So I try to let the rest of them down easily.
Now, as I recall, you were considering throwing your ad in that ring at some point.
Yeah, but I decided against, especially since I'm now apparently secretly infatuated with our possible arch nemesis, Karen.
Okay.
I see something in Karen that nobody else seems to see.
Yeah.
So, because she's not mean, she's just very self-centered.
That's fair.
So,
and where did Karen work?
Karen worked at Abercrombie & Fitch.
That's right.
Fitch, yeah.
Of course she did.
Yes. I've got to run down to the rest here if you'd like.
Oh no, I have them all.
Oh, good. Okay.
I just I read slow.
Yes. So, but no, I've got my apprentice Kelly with 3 E's, not all in the same space.
Yep.
Is the other person that I hang out with a lot.
Okay. Is this Kelly's first year at the mall?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
It's her also first year as working for the Order of the Nine Coins.
Okay.
So.
Okay. So there's a lot of new stuff for Kelly. Great. Well, as I said, you're kind of congregating, and actually, Foster sees the 3 of you, and oh, hey, kids. I'm not going to do the voice I did last time because I've kind of lost my voice a little bit. So Foster's going to have a different voice. Maybe he has a different voice every time. I don't know.
That's not out of place here in this mall.
It's not. Kids, hey, how are you?
Good.
Listen, I got some breakfast baklava. I'd love you to try.
That'd be wonderful.
Yeah, you up for it?
Definitely.
Excellent. Listen, here you go. Now you're gonna have to take this on the go because the head of security, the acting head of security, was looking around for you, and he was hoping you could stop by the security office before you went into your jobs, wherever you happen to work.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm always fond of breakfast on the go, so let's do this.
Yeah. Did you need us to take one to him?
You know what? Yeah. Hey, bring him one. He always enjoys a little baklava.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't?
I'm gonna get a little falafel to scoop it up with.
Yeah. What makes this breakfast baklava?
The fact that it's actually served on top of a bed of potatoes and eggs.
Oh.
With potatoes with or without eggs, depending on your preference.
Sure.
So
So there's the sweet and the salty.
the sweet and the salty together.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I was thinking it was bees that collected honey in the morning.
Boy, and now I really want some baklava.
Why do you do this to
You come in through the food court. I guess it's just where you guys park.
well, being that it seems like every time we come to the food court, somebody gives us free breakfast. We come to the food court every day.
That's a good. Yeah, that makes sense. You're working at the mall. Your free
Yes.
food is gonna happen.
And good food. So
Oh yeah.
So are you? I'm guessing that you're gonna head.
sure.
Anybody stopping anywhere on the way? Saying hi to anybody?
No, if you just say hi to the food people and then
Head over that way.
Yeah.
The security office is near the food court, so.
Yes.
yeah.
Well, as you're heading there, you are walking by a door that you don't remember seeing there. It glows, but it's not nearly as bright as you.
Okay.
And it's kind of like translucent and ghostly, but you still can't see through it. And it swings open, and excuse me,
Is there
the chief of ghost police is standing in the door.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't quite remember the last time you saw him, but you recognize him. And he says, there you are. I'm gonna need you to come in.
We needed to see the head of mall security.
Yeah, I asked them to call for you.
Oh.
Yeah. Come on into my office. I got to talk to you.
Okay.
So you walk in and...
I got the baklava.
I don't give it to it.
Do you still not eat food, or what's...
Oh, yeah, I could go for a ghost bagel or something.
Oh,
You got a ghost donut or something?
we have breakfast baklava, but that's not really...
Is it ghost breakfast baklava?
No.
No. That's too bad. Would have gone great with this ghost coffee. And he takes a sip. And once you're in his office, you just see it's the typical office in like any like
1940s.
yeah 1940s cop movie that you've seen. Everything's wood, and even you can see that the door you came in has a glass window, and it looks out into the what's the term for it? The bullpen.
Yeah.
And where everybody's working, but like there's a hallway on the other side of that door. But everybody is ghostly and somewhat translucent and glows a little bit, and they have this like greenish tint to them and wispy and everything.
It might actually be more solid for Jessica.
Yeah.
It is actually, yes.
She has the sight, so they kind of...
Yeah.
She knows that they're ghosts, but...
Then I'll also say this, like you recognize, like, oh yeah, this is the ghost precinct. Like this is where the ghost police work out of, in the mall. It's
Yeah.
as you would.
Yeah. Is Harvey still working here? He was the last one that was on a case with me.
Harvey's well, he's actually out on a call. That's what I need to bring you in for. We've had a lot going on, and well, we're gonna need a little help. Unfortunately, it looks like this is the work of Al Cagrone.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. A couple nights ago, a truck full of ghost hooch was stolen from just outside the cardboard crusher, and well, we know it's somewhere in Ghost City. We're not sure where. And unfortunately, well, the ghost mob has had all of us ghost police running pretty ragged since then. So I'm gonna have to ask you a favor, and it's gonna be I'm gonna have to ask you. And he reaches into his desk and he pulls out 3 regular leather, bound shoulder holsters with wispy gun and a wispy badge. And like, here's your ghost gun and your ghost badge.
All right.
I'm gonna have to ask you to deputize you to join the force and help me out with this one.
Chad is absolutely delighted. It's like, this is amazing. Yes. Sticks it in his pocket, folds it over, puts his little, Chad little name badge underneath it. He looks like Officer Chad now, and puts his holster on and puts the gun there. Takes his actual shoulder holster off, puts his other gun into his bag again.
This isn't Jessica's first rodeo.
No, it's not.
She goes over to the closet. She pulls out the 1940s double-breasted detective jacket that fits her perfectly.
Yes.
And also the nice fedora. And she puts on a nice red shade of lipstick and pins the detective badge underneath the coat, as well as puts the harness for the gun in there. And she's like, where do we gotta be?
How about Glowfree?
Glowfree doesn't really wear things. The light kind of just shines through things until they disintegrate eventually. So they're kind of holding this holster with the wispy gun and badge, which they're not even sure if they can pick up. And they're just like, and they kind of hold it awkwardly, but they're like, okay.
Are they going to try to grab it or anything?
Not yet.
Okay, great. Well, he's sitting behind his desk and he takes a long sip of his cup and he looks at you and he's like, damn it! And he stands up and he's just shaking his head and he's like, the mayor's freaking out, the commissioner's breathing down my neck. You know, the three of you have caused me nothing but trouble since I gave you those badges and guns. I'm gonna need you to turn them in. I'm sorry to do this.
I slam him back on the table.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yep.
You know, I think the world of you, but this is the only option I have.
You know, you can't hire me to a job and then just throw me like a sheet to the wind.
Damn it, you're right. I got nobody else.
You got nobody else.
All right, but this is the last chance you have.
It's the furthest time away from Valentine's Day. You know how hard it is to find ale.
And I'll tell you what.
We gotta find her blonde bombshell. And you know we gotta do that under the radar.
You know what? You're right. He pushes them back towards you. You're the only ones I got. Listen, this is your last chance. I can't keep the commissioner off your back any longer. So I'm gonna need you to keep a low profile and not blow anything up this time.
No promise.
And I want to thank you because we only got 2 hours and I want to get all the way through that whole arc. So. All right, so, well, yeah, the thing disappeared. The truck with the ghost hooch. Ghost truck with the ghost hooch.
The ghost truck with the ghost truck.
Disappeared by the
Cardboard crusher.
cardboard crusher.
Out of character, what is the moon phase?
What is the moon phase?
Yeah. 'Cause are we looking for moonshine on a full moon?
You are now.
Okay.
Yeah. Although ghost hooch is he likes the ghost hooch.
Ghost hooch.
It's
Yeah.
ghost hooch, but it might not be made by ghosts. It could be made by werewolves.
Now get out of my office and bring me results. Good luck to all of us.
Chad picks up his gun again. Much more timidly puts it back on again.
Meanwhile, Jessica's like, this just happened. This is what happens every time.
He still has on his apron from stuff.
I mean, she's totally wearing Hot Topic stuff underneath her 1940s getup.
Yeah, it's just the blazer and the
Yeah, it's the coat and the fedora
Yeah.
and the red lipstick that she only wears here.
To be honest, that wouldn't be out of place in the mall, in any mall, actually.
yeah.
That works.
So yeah, so what are you gonna do?
Well, we know Elk Grown is behind it.
Yeah.
Maybe you start at the box crusher, the
Cardboard
crusher. See if there's any other clues.
I assume it's a bar and not just the big compactor behind the mall.
Nope, it's the big compactor behind the mall.
Oh, okay.
Where there's a ghost speakeasy.
Okay.
Yeah.
They have the strongest spirits.
Yeah. and that's the joke that started this whole idea.
There is a bar in Rochester called the Spirit Room.
There is.
Yeah, it's a really good bar.
Is it?
Yeah.
Shout out to the Spirit Room.
Yeah. I've been there a couple of times, and they're the only place that has the green stuff that tastes like black licorice that I can't
Absinthe.
remember. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
On their busier nights, they have a tarot reader there too.
Well, very cool. Well, it would be perfect in this setting. But yeah, there's and you see a bunch of uniform ghost police kind of cleaning up the area. You know, they're kind of maintaining a cordon around it, everything like that. And
We stride purposefully towards them.
Yeah.
they
Glowfree's behind the other two.
are you still holding the?
Yes. Glowfree's holding the holster. It's not like off, like to the side or something anymore. It's held in two hands now in front of their torso, but like they're just like along for the ride at this point.
Well, when you arrive at the scene.
Detective Rodriguez.
Come on right in, Detective Rodriguez.
O'Malley, how are you?
Oh, you know, it's been a heck of a day, you know. Sometimes it makes me wish I just had stayed alive. But I'd be 114 now, so I don't think that'd be so great. Anyways, detectives, I can show you where we've got some evidence, and I can kind of show you the area. There was a speakeasy behind the
The compactor.
The compactor. Yeah, sorry, these modern words I never remember them. We busted that up, and we've gotten rid of all that. But that truck was full of ghost hooch, and if we can get that off the street, that's better for all of us. You look around and you see there's evidence markers, you know, A, B, C, D. Where are you going?
Chad's going to go over and look at the evidence markers and see what they actually left him.
Okay.
He's actually going to play amateur detective. So.
Okay. Which one are you going to?
Start with A.
Start with A? Okay. So A is a pair of tire tracks. It looks like the truck skidded out, you know, the whole, let the wheel, the thing I don't know how it's done is in a car, but people seem to do it all the time.
Yeah, I don't know how they
but yeah, it's showing, you know, wide tire track, bigger tires. Maybe not bigger tires for you, but like wider, you know, if you're looking at it, you're like, yeah, okay, these seem like
truck tires.
Yeah, but they're like old-fashioned truck tires. So they got kind of a weird tread to it. So, yeah. Anyone else looking at any of the specific evidence markers?
No, I'm just talking to the police officers.
Okay.
Here.
Glowfree?
Glowfree is kind of like not sure what to do, and it has gotten to the point where they're kind of like hovering between the two, like, should I be over here? Should I be talking? Should I be over here? Should I be looking at things? And since they move pretty fast, they've probably looked at all of the evidence
all the
markers,
evidence markers? Okay.
But they're not very sharp, so
okay.
Whatever they glean is probably going to be, there are ghost plastic tents with letters on them.
Okay. No, it's the you find evidence marker B is near where the front of the truck would be, is a crushed ghost cigar. And the label, you can kind of make out the label a little bit.
Glowfree probably wouldn't read it. Glowfree would probably just be like, someone's a smoker.
Yeah. Evidence marker C it's behind where the truck would have been, and it's 3 ghost shell casings.
Oh.
And evidence marker D is a few drops of some sort of weird glowing liquid.
Ghost blood.
It's ghost blood, yeah. It's ectoplasm. Yeah. But it's about 25 feet away from where the back of the truck would be.
Is there an outline of a sheet on the ground where the ghost would have been that got killed?
No.
Okay, good. Well, let's go look at that cigar. Once I notice Glowfree mentioned the cigar. We'll go over and pick it up. Hold it up for Glowfree to shine on so we can read it really well.
Jessica, one of the things you have always kind of been somewhat aware of, like, that Ghost City exists concurrent with the mall.
Some of my friends live there.
Right. Sometimes it doesn't, but most of the time it does.
Yeah.
So this seems way more solid to you than anyone else. What you do know, though, is interacting with Ghost City is pretty much impossible. But now you guys are able to touch everything, and you think it might have something to do with having the Badger gun. Oh wait, you've done this before. You know it's the badge. It's the badge. Once you have authority in Ghost City, you can interact with it.
So we do need some stinking badges.
We do need stinking badges, yeah.
So yeah, you're looking at the cigar.
Is it Cuban?
No. It's
That would have narrowed it down.
it's a I'm trying to figure out how I can say this. A Mondello,
Yes, Mondello.
Mondello. Okay.
but it's a Mondello.
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 Oh, Mondello.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
But is that still Italian? Is it still Italian?
It would be
At
Italian.
least it's not a Grondello.
Yeah.
It's true.
Then it could be linked to the mob.
Is it a rare cigar?
It's pretty common. It's well, let's do a thing. Let's investigate a mystery. Whoever wants to, roll your sharp.
My sharp is a 1.
Because I'm using. I'm investigating a mystery in a ghost place, and I have the site. Can I use my weird instead?
Yes.
Okay. Thanks.
I mean, it's logical.
What did I get? Okay. 8.
Okay. So.
I have one question, right, for investigating mystery
Yeah.
with 8. Ooh, nice. Where did they go?
Okay. So it's clear that they took off at a high speed, and it's towards the mall of the interior of the mall.
Okay.
Towards the wall of the interior of the mall. Yeah, that's what I meant. Wall mall. Mall
Yes,
wall.
Mall.
Mall wall. Narwhal. And so they drove through the wall, like ghosts do. But from there, you're looking at that direction, and you realize that that there is a kind of towards that direction. Like the one thing you can think of that might be there is a ghost nightclub that doesn't have a name yet.
Is it inside where the Kaufmans used to be?
Yes, it is definitely inside the Kaufmans.
Okay.
In fact, it's called Cough, but like Cough Men's. Could have been Coffins, I guess. Yeah, it's Coffins.
Coffins.
Yeah.
CAUFF.
Yep.
I'm just writing these down because it's entertaining to me.
Coffins. It's called Coffin's Night Spot.
K-N-I-G-H-T or N-I-G-H-T?
I just spelled it C.
No, she means night. Is it
Night.
night as
Oh.
in dark or night as in...
Night isn't dark.
Okay.
And it makes sense for them to have gone there you know, even if they were gonna go someplace else soon after. Great. Anyone else looking at any of the other clues, asking any other questions?
Yeah, I mean, I'll point out the other ones
Okay.
and what they are, and
Yeah, it's the strangest thing. We knew that that somebody fired some shots, and it looks like there's some ghost blood around here. I guess you call it ectoplasm or ectocooler. Is that what you call it? Something like that.
ectoplasma.
Ectoplasma. Okay.
You drink it? Do you drink it?
I drink blood. No.
Then it's ectoplasm.
Okay.
Plasma, because it's blood.
Plasma, yes.
Yeah, we don't do. The ecto cooler is the drink.
Oh. Well, I get all confused. Ghost blood.
It's a drink in quotation marks.
But yeah, there's no victim, not enough blood around here for somebody to have been badly shot. So
I'm gonna
Was-
pick. Sorry, go ahead.
Was there a witness or someone that heard the shots fired, or?
the only folk around were the folk in the speakeasy, and they're not talking, unfortunately. But we did take them down to the station if we want to go question any of them.
I'm gonna pick up the 3 shells and examine them.
Okay.
As a weapon master, I'm gonna look at them and see.
Ooh.
Well, I'm skilled with guns and swords. That's
Yeah.
my thing. So I will. All initiates are. So one of the things they teach us is different guns. So I'm gonna look at the caliber and see if I can tell, what size gun this would be. Pistol, rifle.
It's a big pistol. The pistols you guys were assigned are like the 1940s, like 38 caliber. The guns that people would show in movies, and they're like, oh, it's a gun, like it must be dangerous, before we, for whatever reason, decided that bigger guns must automatically be more dangerous guns, which is not really necessarily accurate. But whoever fired those shots, they're trying to intimidate somebody.
Okay. All right. It's a decent sized caliber. It's a good gun.
You do notice that actually, make a roll.
What's it gonna roll? Probably investigate a mystery.
Yeah, this is investigate a mystery.
I have a smarts +1, so that's gonna be a 9 altogether because I rolled an 8.
Okay.
So with investigate a mystery on a 9, I get wrong chart.
One question.
I get one question. What's being concealed here? What am I not seeing initially that I examined after looking at both the bullets and the blood?
The way the bullet looks, you realize that the hammer is hitting the explosive weird.
Okay.
And you realize that somebody must have modified the weapon who maybe is like an amateur.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
Are we dealing with an amateur poltergeist?
I mean, maybe. All right. So is anybody asking any other questions?
Do they have any, like, ectoplasma samples at the precinct or something? Do they track that kind of?
Yeah,
I
we're,
don't think so.
yeah.
I didn't
We
know
wish
if they
we were
could
fancy like the modern day CSI, the guys with their big thick mustaches.
And the sunglasses.
I don't understand why anyone would ever need those.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
Maybe when they look at you.
I am quite bright.
Yeah. None glow brighter. So where are you heading?
To Coffins.
Coffin's night spot? Okay. is you kind of have to maneuver around the actual mall, which is a little bit of a pain. But you can see now and again like parts of Night City, especially in like empty stores where things are kind of going on. But you reach the old Kaufman's.
Mall that's becoming ghost town. Okay.
And you see Kaufman's Night Spot, and it's got a symbol of a duck laughing, which is completely nonsensical, but it's that kind of like neon, like, you know, it's laughing and then it stops, laughing and then it stops. Yeah. And there's a doorman. And you can hear music on the inside.
Right. Well, we stride towards the doorman as if he doesn't even exist.
Okay.
We'll walk by and
He steps in your way. Hey, Mac, listen. He's a big guy.
Yeah.
You can't just walk in here.
I point to the little eagle. I'm pretty sure Shiny Bird here says that we can.
Listen, we don't want any trouble.
Then it's best if you step out of the way.
I tell you what, go on in, have a drink at the bar on me. I'll let the owner know that you're here.
Oh.
And he steps behind like kind of a podium thing and picks up a phone.
Okay.
Glowfree, are you still?
Yes. Glowfree is still holding it, but then as approached was like, oh, should I hide? Maybe I'll put it behind me. Glowfree is holding it behind them now.
I think Glowfree should try to sneak in on
Sneak? I don't really sneak.
Exactly. That's why it's a skill. We've already learned that if we let Glowfree sneak, they tend to draw enough attention around that the rest of us can do things.
I
That's
can
fair.
sneak very quickly.
Yes.
You do everything very quickly.
I do. Sure, I'll go around him and hide in a dark corner.
Are you trying to basically distract from them?
Well, I mean, I'm not sure because Chad has already said that we're
Yes.
cops.
Yeah.
But I maybe want to distance myself from them so that they don't think that I'm a cop and they just think I'm a really weird ghost.
I like that.
I'll give you a choice. Do you want to roll charm for manipulating someone, or cool for helping out?
I think I will roll charm because I have unnatural appeal and I can roll weird instead.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna try to, indicate that I'm not at all with them and that I am just a really solid, bright ghost. Ooh, that is a 7. 4 plus 3 is 7.
Okay. 7 9. Do it only if the. Okay, so as you're kind of moving in, somebody in a tux sees you and says, "Hey, you're perfect."
I am perfect, yes. I'm so glad you agree.
Listen, our stage, the light, the spot just went out. Can you give us some light in here?
I certainly can.
Excellent.
Light on the situation.
I am a lighting expert.
And he says, okay, so you just want to keep your spot on the lady who's singing.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah. And then
You
when
only need one.
she's done, then you can just light up the whole place any way you want to.
Excellent.
We're gonna need our sunglasses.
Famous last words.
All right. How about the two of you?
Gonna go into the bar.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait for the owner to come down and meet us because they know we're here now.
Okay. Yeah, he actually is waiting for you at the bar.
Do I know him?
Roll a die.
One singular die. I got a 4.
Yeah, you know.
Do you want me to name him?
Yeah.
Okay. Who owns coffins? Yeah, we're gonna be this Campion corner. Hey, Mr. Undertaker.
Is it Reginald Undertaker? I feel like it's Reginald Undertaker.
Reginald.
Yeah. Jessica, how are you doing? I told you there'd be some gruff voice characters. And he comes up and he does that like,
The French kiss.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, who's your friend here?
This is Chad.
Chad, how you doing, buddy? Listen, you have a couple of drinks on me.
Thanks,
of
Mr.
course.
Undertaker, but I can't while I'm on the job.
Hey, why so formal? Come on. You know my place.
I will definitely come back and enjoy it, but it's El Cagron.
Nah, he's gone underground. He's not doing anything anymore.
He came 6 feet back up.
Yeah, no. I think you might have gotten your wires crossed a little bit. Hey, you know the show's about to start, so.
It is. Is it Daisy tonight?
It is Daisy. Yeah, we everybody loves Daisy.
Yeah. She's got the prettiest blonde hair, just like Al likes.
Listen, Al's not even a thing. Trust me. And the music starts a little bit, and you see her walk out. Yeah, perfect. And she actually.
Glowfree just reaches through the back of the spotlight and like channels the light through it.
You do that, and Daisy, who has been up on stage with the spotlight many, many times, is like a little bit like, but she adjusts to it.
Oh, good.
And then she starts crooning the song, and she's singing about lost loves and
While she's doing that and they're distracted, I'm going to go over to the wall where the trucks supposedly came through. And I'm going to start just kind of tracing. I want to reveal any magic there.
Okay.
So I'm going to cast a spell eventually, or reveal magic, investigate a mystery, however you wish to put it together. But I'm going to use my magic to try to see what's there, see if there's any remnants of the truck. I mean, the truck drove into this wall, so it's going to have to have come through somewhere.
Yeah, it probably came through this side of it. Yeah. You can use magic.
Okay. I'm going to roll and add my weird of +2.
Yeah.
So I wait till everybody's distracted while Sis here keeps the boss occupied, and I'll trace some symbols to the wall and hope I remember my training properly and don't end up blowing up another building. And that's gonna be a 5, so possibly. Let's see. Actually, nothing else. Well, actually, right now. Let's see. 10 plus it works without issues. 7 to 9, it works imperfectly, and there's no other effects. So there's probably gonna be some sort of glitch.
GM move.
Yep, it's a GM move. So
Keeper move.
you can do something fun.
I do.
You get to mark experience on your character sheet because you rolled under the 6.
That's true. Although I have been just giving out advances each game, just
It's all good.
but still. Mark experience points. And yeah. You're looking around the door, and you're looking at the wall, and you're looking real closely. And as you're moving along the wall, you suddenly notice that there's this bump in the floor. And you just kind of look at the bump, and then it suddenly turns into this like cloth wall that's right in front of you. And you just keep looking up this cloth wall, and you realize that it's the black suit of somebody that makes the bounce of the front door look tiny. Hey Mac, what are you doing?
Looking for the wall. I think I found the wall.
That's right. I'm Timmy the Wall Bernardi. And maybe you ought to go back to the bar and mind your business. Jessica?
Yeah.
You suddenly notice Daisy seems to have forgotten the words to the second verse of the song.
Oh no.
Because she starts singing, she goes into the second verse and to any police that might be in here, they're unloading one truck and loading up another. Right out back if you hurry.
All right.
I think the spotlight's gonna go out like immediately because Glow Free is gonna like zip out back.
Okay.
So I'm gonna come over and grab your arm and be like, we gotta go backstage.
Have you met Mr. Wall? Talk to you later.
Nice to meet you.
He was very good at his job.
He is not, however, bigger than the well he fell in.
Well, the wall fell in a well.
Wall fell in a well
That's
because
fair.
his name is Timmy.
That's true.
Ghost Lassie had to save him.
Yeah.
No, that's why he's a ghost.
Yeah.
He was probably too big to save for poor Lassie.
He was like the Titanic. He sank.
Lassie had many. I like the idea that Timmy is like Robin for Lassie. Like there've been many Timmys. She's got old Timmy outfits and glass cases in her secret headquarters.
Only Ghost Lassie does.
Only ghost Lassie.
Yes.
Are we getting into a gritty reboot of Last?
I think we are. But before we do,
Yes.
the three of you converge and you find the back door to the Kaufman store, and you go in, and it opens into a short hallway that is an annex to the mall. And when you go through that second set of doors, you see a big truck about the size of the truck that was described. It's covered, and they're loading these barrels from that truck into another pickup truck. And they've got about half of them on the pickup truck. And the guys loading the barrels see you. One guy drops a barrel and he runs for the pickup truck, and the other guy runs for the truck, and they start them up and they start driving in opposite directions.
Which one's more important?
Grab the pickup truck.
I got it.
Okay, you're going after the pickup truck?
I'm gonna
Well, that
speed
leaves the
after
two
that
of
one.
you sitting there. But here's the thing. There's an antique car show coming up at the mall next weekend. And advertising it is a nice 1937 Chrysler that's just sitting right there in the mall.
You want to drive or shoot? We're running towards the car as we go.
I mean, you're the one with the shotgun.
That is true.
So literal shotgun is what you're
yes.
calling.
So
Perfect.
All right.
Perfect.
Yeah, 9mm usually sits in the back.
All right.
All right. And you split off heading after the thieves. Or thieves, I guess.
Thieves.
No, they're just
Bootleggers?
bootleggers. Which means that's a great time for a break.
Yay. So are we?
We'll be back after this short break. And welcome back to FM Gamers. where our mall employees, I say that, inhabitants, let's say
Defenders.
mall inhabitants of
Well,
the
I mean,
Five
they don't
Corners
live
Mall.
here.
That's true.
You can just call me an employee. It's fine.
Of the Five Corners Mall have been dealing with the crime-ridden ghost city and trying to find some ghost hooch, which they did find, but then the bad guys got away in two different directions, splitting the party.
They tried to.
Dun, dun, dun.
And so we come back to Glow Free. There is a truck moving at truck speed. You move faster than truck speed.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. I move pretty fast.
What's it look like when you overtake this truck?
So, like how when the Flash moves and their body kind of stretches into like streaks of light, that's kind of what happens, but it kind of goes like through the truck to
Okay.
the front. So like right down the middle of the truck, right past the guy.
Okay.
No, you know what? I'm gonna stop right inside the passenger seat
Okay.
and be like, you should stop now.
Interesting. Okay. That feels like a thing.
I would love to do a thing. I have a +1 because of my preternatural speed.
You know what? I'm gonna call that kick some ass.
Cool, I'm good at that.
Yeah.
And at this point, also, Glowfree has finally taken the holster with the ghost gun and the ghost badge that they've been holding awkwardly for some time.
Yeah.
And they've just kind of like put it around their neck because they don't know what else to do with it. And that's where they are.
That's
and they
fair.
have this leather necklace holster.
Yeah. Okay. That works.
And I have a 9 for
Fantastic.
kick some ass. Oh, 10 because
Ooh, that's even better.
because of my speed.
Okay. I'm basically gonna say that you are able to inflict harm in the way that you're doing it. Is basically you're shocking him and he's crashing.
I force him where I want him to be, which
Yeah.
is to stop the vehicle by crashing it into something.
Basically.
Great.
But you can choose one extra effect too.
I put my seatbelt on too.
Nice.
I think that's
perfect.
the other effect I want because I don't want to go flying out of this windshield.
So you fly in there, stop the truck. He sees you, and just hits the car, and of course it does that crazy like movie like up in the air. As it's up in the
And
air,
it's extremely slow, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, like.
you're like as it's going into the air, you're going, oh. And then it lands upside down, skids along, and he's pretty banged up, but he's trying to crawl out of it, and he's holding this like big weird looking gun.
Oh, I don't like that. I'm going to tell him that he should give me the gun so that nobody gets hurt.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my unnatural appeal and weird him out.
Okay.
I have a +1 ongoing from my preternatural speed, so is that still a +1 now?
I will say because you're still moving like in such a weird.
Okay. I just don't understand what the ongoing means, but that's okay.
It just means it like keeps going for the scene. So yeah,
Okay.
you at least still have it. Basically, like you're using your speed to do all this.
Okay. I have an 8 for manipulating someone, I guess. 'Cause
Okay.
I would like him to give me the gun so that no one gets hurt.
All right, I'll give you the gun if you let me go.
I mean, I don't know what you've done wrong. Give me the gun. You haven't done anything wrong.
All right, he hands you the gun. When you get it, it feels kind of gross in your hands. The other ghost stuff didn't. This feels different. There's something wrong with this. It feels alive.
Oh, that's. Where'd you get this?
Marco's handing them out to people.
That one of Kagron's guys?
He's taking over for Kagron.
All right.
Listen, you might want to get out of here too, because there's going to be a gang war any minute now.
Right here?
I mean, not right here, you know, but like in the general. In Ghost City, you know, it's going to be bad.
Because Marco's trying to oust Kagron?
Yeah, that's the whole gang war.
With these gross guns.
Well, I mean, yeah,
Okay. Thanks for the heads up.
sure. Great meeting you.
Yeah.
And he like runs away.
Okay. I'm gonna go check the stuff in the back and see where all of it went. If it all flew out of the truck or what, and kind of like gather it back together.
It definitely did. Meanwhile, in the old Chrysler,
I assume it's a convertible with no top.
yeah,
Yeah, you totally jumped in.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm standing up while Jessica's driving.
Okay. Let's do an act under pressure to see if you catch up to them.
Okay.
I'm assuming you're trying to catch up to them.
Yeah. I can't see my dice. 6.
Oh. Whoa.
It's been a while since I've driven stick. No matter how hard Dan tries.
You
Are we not doing Friggsic anymore?
are we projecting? You basically slam on the gas and go shooting forward. And this car has a little bit more power than the truck. So you smack into it. Now, which is weird, because that's a ghost truck and this is a real car. But Ghost City Police Force.
But we're close to it now, right?
You're very close to it, except somebody was standing in the car.
Yeah.
I have an idea.
So you go flying forward. I'm going to say that you take 1 harm if you have anything that helps with that.
Not really. I'll take the 1 harm.
Okay.
And then what I want to do is, now that I'm on the roof of the, now that I'm on the hood of the car, I want to stand up, run the rest of the length, and jump into the back of the truck right behind it.
Okay.
Yeah, because we're kind of lodged and stuck.
Yeah. That's exactly it.
Yep. So I'm going to run up to the back of the truck and jump into the back of the truck.
Okay.
Okay.
That feels like acting under pressure.
It is acting under pressure.
All right.
So I got a 9 plus cool. 9.
Oh, no, thank you.
I can't actually eat it. It's got peanuts in it, thanks.
Cool. I'll remember that. Thank you. Yes.
So on a 9, worst outcome, a hard choice or price to pay. You can make it in there, but you drop your shotgun.
Okay, I dropped my shotgun.
Okay.
I dropped my police shotgun, but I'm now in the back of the truck.
Okay.
Okay. My gun. All right. That's what we're gonna do? Okay, I stop, put my bag down, unzip my bag, and I pull out the sword.
Oh, okay. The sword.
The sword. I zip the bag back up again. Well, I can't throw it at him. So I climb up to the back of the truck and I turn back. I wave like this, all excited to Jessica, and then I will. Is the back of the truck? Is it inside the truck bed itself? Is it like two separate pieces? Is it one of the ones that has a little sliding door between the front and the back, like a U-Haul truck, or?
It normally has like a gate that's held up.
Yeah.
But the gate was left down.
Right.
So Ghost Hooch has been falling out of it.
Okay.
Even. So yeah, and then it's covered by a canvas cover.
But up behind the cab, what's it like?
It doesn't have like a window or anything. It's just like flat metal.
Okay.
But you could cut through the canvas.
Yeah. So I will pull the gate back up so the Ghost Hooch doesn't keep falling out. We need evidence.
Yeah.
And then I'll crawl to the front, and I'll wave Jessica around to the side of the truck.
Okay.
And whichever side she goes around, I'm going to try to climb in the other side.
Okay. Meanwhile, Glow-Free.
Yep.
You noticed that the Ghost Hooch shattered, all the barrels shattered and were destroyed. And it's evaporating. You notice a weird thing about it though. All this ghosty stuff has had a very particular thing. The gun had a different, like, gross thing. The Ghost Hooch, as it's evaporating, whatever it's turning into feels different. It feels homey to you.
That's a weird feeling.
Yes, it is.
I have not felt that way, maybe ever.
Like that warm feeling of like...
Why is this like mashed potatoes?
Yes, perfect.
So Glow-Free's just kind of like gonna get really close and really close and really close and be like, why?
Is she going to lick any off the floor?
They might. They'll pick up like one of the shattered pieces of barrel and like have a scoop and be like, what? Yeah, I think they're gonna drink some.
Oh, good. So, while that's happening, Jessica.
I drive up to the...
You're maneuvering around? Mm-hmm. Okay. Give me an act under pressure again. This truck's going pretty good clip.
Okay. Yeah. 10.
Ooh, nice. So yeah, you're able to pull alongside the vehicle.
And I look cool doing it.
Oh yeah. I mean, you always look cool.
Yeah.
You looked cool when you ran into the back of the truck. You're like, oh.
It was all part of your plan to launch me into the back, that's all.
Yeah, that's totally... Yeah.
Chad.
All right, so she's on the driver's side. I brace myself, take the sword, and swing it around the front and smash it into the windshield.
Okay. That is... Are you trying to hurt him or just get him to stop?
Basically, just basically frighten him, just distract him, get him to stop. Any of those. I'm not trying to hurt him at all. I'm trying to basically just knock the glass out of the front windshield and also just kind of scare him a little bit.
Okay, I'm gonna say kick some ass.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not trying to harm him yet. Okay, that is a 10.
Nice.
So 10 plus 0 is 10. I will give... I can force them where I want them. I'm going to force him off the road.
Ooh.
I'm going to force him into... this is an outdoor... This is a 1920s era action whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't know what would be on the side. I mean, besides
A newspaper stand.
a newspaper
probably.
stand. I was gonna say either. I mean, obviously not a giant cream pie store or something like that. So, but we'll go with newspaper stand. Sounds good.
It also, I mean, it could be a thing that's also actually in the mall too.
That's right. We're still in the mall.
Yeah.
Oh.
You could crash them into Annie Ann's.
Yes. We'll go to.
That smelled great.
Let's drive them right into Pies R Us. And
Pies are us.
Pies R Us.
Okay.
Except that because they're not as hip, it's actually Pies ARE and then us.
Are us?
Yes.
Oh wow.
Pies R Us.
Boy, somebody missed the memo on that one.
Yeah. So he collides with Pies are us. Pies are flying all over the place. There's blueberry, there's pumpkin, there's banana cream, so much banana, I mean, way more banana cream than a pie shop should really have. Like,
Is there such a thing?
yeah,
They probably made it and then nobody bought it because it's pumpkin pie season.
that
is true.
could be, yeah,
This is true.
Spice must flow.
yeah.
And then I'll pull myself out from behind the back of the truck, and I'll go around the passenger side, rip open the door, point the sword at him. Freeze! You're under arrest!
Excellent. Glow free.
Always wanted to say that.
So, you have tasted,
Nice job.
I have tasted
Goes to-
the elixir of hominess.
yes, and something strange happens.
Excellent.
It flows through you, and it's like this. You've never really had an experience, like where it's warming you. It's like that feeling of when somebody has a hot drink on a cold day or something like that. But then you feel it flow out of you, and it sort of returns to what it's supposed to be, which you realize is the five corners. And you suddenly feel more connected to the five corners than you had before.
Huh.
Yeah.
I drank it, it already came out of me, and it became part of the mall.
Yeah. Maybe not the mall, but whatever the actual mall really is. It's basically you drank truth.
Interesting.
Yeah. And then, as you're kind of considering this, you're snapped out of it by a man with a small child next to him and said, "Excuse me, Siri. I'm looking for the bathrooms."
And I try to reorient myself in the mall instead of in Ghost Town.
This is kind of an emergency.
The one with the kids changing table is down the hall and take your second right.
All right, you heard him right. And the kid's like, "Yeah, come on, Dad." And he drags him along. He's like, "Dad, I can't take you anywhere." Thanks, Siri.
Anytime.
Jessica. So you're in the car. I'm assuming that you were able to stop and look cool.
Stopping's easier
Yeah, stopping's easier.
Something's easier, yeah.
most of the time.
What's the thing I say with games? The presumption of competence. It's just, you can drive a car. So what are you doing?
I'm gonna get out,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna let Chad have the freeze moment. And I want to make sure that this guy isn't like trying to get out of the truck to like get away from us.
blocked in by the fact that he crashed in. Like the only door out is where Chad is, so he's blocked in.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Was there anybody else in this truck?
There wasn't anybody else in this truck. No, there's just the two guys.
Okay.
Yeah. There was supposed to be, but I left him in the club. So it's all right.
You left him in the club.
I know.
Well, the transfer was still happening. We interrupted it.
Yeah. Now Britney Spears has that whole song about looking for Amy. Okay.
That is what's currently playing in the mall right now.
I feel old because I have no idea what that is.
It's fine. They didn't play it on the regular radio station.
Okay.
Just in our mall.
Yeah.
We're lucky.
They play that one too. Okay. My knowledge of Britney Spears is
Toxic.
thanks.
I got that one.
Oops, we did it again.
I'd rather listen to Britney than a lot of other stuff that's playing today. So say that.
It's Britney Day. It's Saturday.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so so you're making sure that he's not leaving. You're arresting him.
Yeah, so-
he's complying.
yeah. We'll get him out. We'll yank his shirt down and use it to tie his hands up, and
Okay.
we'll look around for.
I have supplies for this.
This isn't one of your potential boyfriends.
No.
Oh, you have actual police handcuffs.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what the coats were.
They didn't give me handcuffs. They just gave me a badge and a gun, and I lost one of those.
No, I have ghost cuffs right here.
Ah, okay. And let's we're still in the mall, so let's look for a phone and we'll call the precinct and have somebody come down here and get this guy.
Okay.
We'll call mall security to come down. So we should check and see what's going on with Glowfree.
We should also. Where were you taking this?
We were selling it. We were selling it to Marco's boys were offering a good price for it. Algagron is over.
He's not over.
It's done.
He's never over.
Marco's taking over. Marco's got guns that can hurt living people. He's taking over. And there ain't nothing you can do to stop him.
There's always something we can do to stop him. It's only my job to hurt the living.
It's so dark.
So spooky.
So I'm willing to say that the three of you managed to reconvene.
Yeah,
Unless there's
yeah.
anything else that you want to do.
Glowfree will totally pop up at that moment probably because they can follow the signs of the chase through the mall.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
And they're like, well, he's not kidding about the guns. This is disgusting.
Oh, you caught yours? Well, I mean, obviously. Where is he? Did you tie him up?
No, I let him get away, but he told me that there's going to be a gang war because of Marco's boys, and,
Oh, that's bad.
yeah, and, I mean, he gave me his gun. And I give it to you because I don't want it.
The ghost paddy wagon has arrived to take away this guy.
Okay.
All our barrels of hooch broke, so they're not on the street.
We got a few more here.
I mean, they are on the street. They were on the street.
They were on the street, but they're
No longer.
on the street.
The officer in the paddy wagon, the ghost paddy wagon, says, by the way, the captain, you want to make sure to let you know that we still have those folks in holding that were from the
Speakeasy.
speakeasy. So
Yeah, we should probably go look at them too.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So we gotta figure out where Marco is.
Yep.
Marco.
Does this guy tell us? Would this guy tell us where Marco is? I mean, I could get shine in his face and see if he's willing to tell us.
Oh yeah, I mean, I can step away if you need to have a word with this guy.
Yeah, I mean, light cop, dark cop. We got this.
Which cop is he?
Oh, I'm still trying to clean the berry pie off.
In training.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
still
that
getting
cop.
his-
Got it. I know that cop.
got
Still getting
light-
his priorities
So you
figured
said
out.
light cop, dark cop, cop with the sword. But no, I'm just cleaning myself off now. So
Food cop. Yeah. I'll go and I'll tell the guy, you're going to tell me where to find Marco right now.
Oh yeah, that's to manipulate someone.
I'll do it as weirdly as I possibly can, but it's only a 6 because I'm not fast right now. I'd say this is a different scene. So
Yeah, it is a different scene.
that is my first experience point. Woo!
So, yeah, describe how Glow-Free messes this up, and then I will see if I can fix it.
So, actually, you start to shine, and at first he's like, you know, he's intimidated and everything, and then it stops, and he's just kind of like, whoa, oh, gee, pal, you better wash you with that stuff.
You just made him drunk?
Apparently, I now have a drunk aura.
oh dear.
I'll take a step back. Is he any less drunk?
No.
Oh dear.
So what's your plan, Jessica?
I am actually an expert in dealing with drunk men.
Yeah, I know
It's
this
true.
about Jessica.
And yeah, so I guess I'm gonna manipulate someone
Okay.
into telling us where Marco is. If we have to find Polo first, I don't know, maybe it's backwards. He could be near the pool.
Or he could be near Abercrombie and Fitch and all their polo shirts.
Ooh. We might have to save Karen.
I mean, that's what it is.
Yeah, it won't be the first time. Okay, so I'm gonna talk to this ghost who's now drunk. And he's gonna tell me where Marco is. Yes, he is. He's gonna tell me a lot. Because the dice also agree. 11 plus 2 is 13.
Holy mackerel. Yeah. I mean, yeah, like, what?
He gives me directions to exactly where Marco is.
Oh, yeah, I can. He let me know, of course, you know. Who wouldn't let me know? Yeah, Marco is, and he gives you the directions to, like, exactly where he is. See, I told you I knew. And then the cop from the paddy wagon, ghost cop from the paddy wagon comes back. Come on, buddy. You gotta sleep it off in the drunk tank.
Please note, he was also driving a vehicle.
Oh, were you now? I was drunk before I drove that vehicle. Oh, I mean, I was driving the vehicle after I was drunk. I mean, and he gets thrown in the ghost paddy wagon. And I'm guessing you're heading to Marco's place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Early on, when the mall first opened, they had a huge store that was like an outlet store. What was the outlet?
Okay, so like marshals or something, like an older one.
Yeah, it was just this giant store that has since closed. It was Ames. It was Ames. I'm gonna spell it AIMS.
Yes.
And that's where Marco's hiding out.
This was the only Ames that they didn't turn into a Target.
Because it's AIMS.
Yeah, their catchphrase was like "aim for your dreams" or something like that. I don't even remember.
I miss Ames.
Their symbol wasn't like the target thing, because that's like a shooting thing, but it's surreptitious. There was actual crosshairs, and they were like, "That's dark. That's too far." This is Marco's place. How are you going to approach this?
Not stealthily. Like, no,
Okay.
we're just walking up to the front door.
As you're getting closer, Glowfree,
Yes.
you can smell that there is more of that stuff inside.
There's more of the truth moonshine. I don't want to drink anymore. Well, maybe I do. Maybe I want everyone to be drunk. They've got more ghost hooch here. Like, a lot. I can smell it.
On the way there, I'm going to stop at whatever the local bookstore is in the mall. So I can pick up a copy of the Player's Handbook.
Okay.
So I have a nice list of spells to try to read off.
Fair enough.
Because I'm still learning.
Because we're somewhere between Ghost Town and
Yes.
the mall.
Yes.
It's the Borders.
Okay, yes, it's the borders.
Yes, of course it's Borders.
It's the borders.
Yes. Fantastic. So yeah. So you pick up a copy of the Player's Handbook.
Yep.
So you're armed with your badge, your sword, and your Player's Handbook.
Yes.
There's handbook.
Which
But you
And I've got
picked up
the bag in the back, and the badge is hanging. The badge is still hanging off of my stuff apron.
okay.
So.
But it's the Player's Handbook. It's not Mordenkainen's Tome of Mysteries.
No.
Okay.
No.
Boldo's Guide to Everything.
Was it?
Boldo's Guide to Everything.
No.
Tasha's Sidious Laugh. Just the...
That's in the Player's Handbook.
Yeah, Tasha's Sidious Laugh is in the play.
Yeah, that's in there. Eobard's Black Tentacles, is that the one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Greek to me.
I'm old school. I'd go for like the Earl Otis cover if I could find one and try to make spells out of that thing. So, but I'm just making things. He's just making things up. I just got to get something to start with. So.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So.
All right, so you're basically just walking up and
Yep.
kicking down the ghost door?
Yep.
All right.
I'm flipping through the book in my hands. I'm like, okay, what can we do? What can we do?
You kick in the door, and a bunch of ghost thugs are inside moving around some stuff. You can see that there's vats of some weird thing going on in there.
I'm sorry, I want to do a thing.
Okay.
Do it.
I'm going to try to manipulate the whole room. And I'll be like, Tony, it's time for your break. Please, dice, be good to me.
Is this plus weird?
I think it's just charm.
Interfere with what a monster, minion, or bystander is trying to do. I can jinx them. Yes, I can use my weird.
Awesome.
7.
You could theoretically use your luck, right?
Yeah.
To change it to a 12.
Yeah, you could use your luck.
Yeah, I'm using my luck. I am lucky in the fact that most of them are named Tony.
Not all of them are named Anthony. Some are Tony, some are Anthony.
Anthony.
Some have the nickname Tony.
Yeah.
A couple have the last name Tony.
It's Big Tony, Little Tony, Squeaky Tony, Hairy Tony, Bald Tony.
One got that nickname because he likes rigatoni. But
Pasta Tony.
yeah. But
Not to be confused with the other Tony who's an imposter.
You get a Betty for that.
so yeah, you know, it's funny. I knew exactly what I'd do if you failed completely. I was ready to go. Tony's not here. But instead,
Instead, I used my luck.
they all just at this moment turn into Tony Danza. Hey, come on, hey, come on. You wanted you to tell me what's my break? And they just start like funneling out like, hey, oh, hey, hey, come on, oh.
I'm sorry. You were describing the scene, and I was like, they're all named Tony.
That's brilliant. Go with it.
And
I know one guy whose name is not Tony who's here.
Michael.
And well, speaking of which,
Yeah, we
you see towards the back of the place, you see a guy step out, and he's holding somebody in his hands. Another guy, balding guy. The guy in front of him is balding. He's got a scar on his face. You recognize him immediately as Al Cagrone. And you can see he's got a bullet wound on his arm where he was winged. And then so this guy, he's a taller guy. He's got a big mustache. No, he's got a pencil-thin mustache, slick back hair, you know, kind of a zoot suit looking thing, and he's got a gun to Cagrone's head.
Marco!
Pull out! Ah! All right, listen. Use flatfoots can just turn around and go away. But Cagrone gets it.
First of all, we've got you surrounded.
I come out of the door behind him.
Thank you. I knew that was...
What? You ain't taking me alive. I mean,
You're already
you're
dead.
not gonna take me dead, undead, coppers. You ain't taking me in, coppers.
Well, we got a problem here. We got a couple of problems here. Number one is we're not super concerned about your well-being. Problem number two is our job was to find out what's going on and bring back the hooch. And number three, I'm not really sure how concerned we are with his well-being. You need a better hostage.
Cagrone stops. I told you. He pushes Cagrone away and starts shooting.
Okay.
Okay.
What are you doing? You're sort of behind him.
I know what I'm doing when they get around to it, so go ahead.
Big whammy, big whammy.
I would say you're pretty fast. You're probably figuring you're closest to him.
Yeah, you get to go first. Because I have to move up to use my big whammy.
Can I come up to him and take the gun out of his hands?
It certainly can.
That's probably what I'm gonna do.
I would say that's.
Protect somebody.
Ooh, yeah, protect someone.
So I roll my tough and use my preternatural speed. So I have a 10.
Nice.
Yay.
To run up there, he starts shooting, and I'm like, that's not nice.
Okay.
Didn't your mama ever teach you some manners?
You get some extras with this. Do you want to? You're not going to suffer harm regardless. All impending danger focused on you. You inflict harm on the enemy. You hold the enemy back.
Hold the enemy back sounds like what they were trying to do.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't
Exactly
see
what-
where that is, but
Protect
I
someone?
see. Aha. Yeah, I'm gonna hold the enemy back.
Okay, cool. Yep, you managed to get the gun out of his hand, and
Is it one of those gross guns too?
it is one of those gross guns. Yeah, it feels weird. Like it feels icky, like the opposite feeling of what the hooch had. But yeah, he's
So it's kind of like gack underwater.
It's pretty gross.
yeah, but like imagine feeling gack, but it's like solid, with like that same feel.
Old gack.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's wet.
Wet old gack.
yeah, it's like wet and gross.
Okay. So gack that you have tried to turn back into gack.
But failed.
But
That could-
failed.
yeah.
Okay.
But like you just started doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jessica, what are you doing? He is held back.
So I have to move forward enough to use my,
Yes.
my big whammy.
Yeah, you're able to do that.
But my stepbrother here had a good idea. So before I try to do my thing, I'm gonna try to let him do his thing because you gotta let initiates
Yeah.
do their thing and learn.
So to buy my stepsister some time, I'm gonna flip open the handbook and I'm gonna kind of misread all the spells, and I'm gonna cast Gigby's Tickling Hand.
Okay.
So using the magic, I roll and add weird, and that's gonna be an 8 plus 2 is 10. With
Nice.
magic. So it works without issues, and I get to choose an effect. I can either inflict harm, enchant a weapon, do one thing is beyond human limitations, bar something, trap a person. That's what I do. I want to trap him. So I'm basically just gonna comes over and it's just like tickling him furiously with multiple little hands all over his body. Nothing improper. Just basically something to make him kind of giggle and guffaw. And,
Sure.
Under the arms, on the little tender bits on the side of the body, behind the ear, that kind of stuff. Just so he's distracted and can't run away.
Okay. So he's like he was about to retreat from you, and then all of a sudden he just starts and he's got fingers that are just tickling him, and he's giggling.
Dad looks uncomfortable.
Have you ever been tickled? Like,
Not recently.
yeah, it's yeah, it can be uncomfortable.
It's a touchy subject. Okay.
You are on fire tonight.
I am. Like, I'm not even a real dad. They're all faux pas.
Wow.
I broke someone. Okay.
Yay.
Thank you. That was wonderful.
Alrighty, so we're gonna use my weird, and I'm going to big whammy this guy, and hopefully not have any backlash happen. Let's go.
Yeah.
I do get to ignore his armor, so if he has any ghost armor,
It's pretend.
Actually, one thing. Because I used magic successfully, you take +1 forward.
yay! I get to add 4 to whatever I roll. Good, because that's a 7.
Wow.
Okay. Sorry, what were we doing?
Okay, big magic.
Big whammy. I use my weird instead of tough for kick some ass. So basically, under kick some ass, it's 7+. I'm inflicting 2 harm.
Okay.
And I would still get harm from him. So like somehow, like I attack him, but he's able to harm me back because I have to get in close quarters.
Okay. So you get in close, and he's being tickled and everything, and you go to hit him with this magic. As it hits him, it basically kind of like washes away the tickling hands a little bit, and he reaches down. He's got an ankle holster.
Oh no.
And he pulls out one of those guns and he pops you one. And you take one harm.
Okay. It's gross. I got hit by the gag. Guys, he slimed me.
But he's laying there and he's hurt. And he's like, "Don't come any closer."
I'm gonna take that gun.
You're able to take that away.
But this is ridiculous. And I'm gonna like do the fastest like pat down search for weapons ever. Because now I have a security setting for my AI, personality.
It's why this mall doesn't get bomb threats.
Yeah.
Because they know I'm here.
Yeah.
These two seem to have Mark under control. I'm gonna run over to where Capone is and make sure he's not trying to like skink away. And if
Good call. Yeah, all right, you got me. Listen, you gotta stop them.
what else are they gonna do?
Huh?
What else are they gonna do?
I don't know what they're gonna do, but this was only the start of it.
Well, why don't you come back over here with us?
I don't know why Capone's from Boston.
Yeah. Well, Cagrone
Park
is
the car in Harvard Yard.
Cagrone is from Boston.
Cagrone.
Yes.
Capone is from
Capone's
Chicago.
from Chicago,
Yeah. So it's the Boston way.
Yeah. Hands behind your head. You move. I'm gonna hit you with this book. Let's go.
Yeah, and basically
Thank you.
after I disarm Marco, I'll throw some ghost handcuffs on him. He's got an endless supply, right? Okay. And I'll just so that he's also restrained.
Okay. So, are you taking them back to the station? You can ask questions here.
We're gonna take him back to the station
Okay.
because we still have those people we're gonna talk to at the speakeasy.
That's true. Well, I mean, you've kind of
I don't know that we
solved
need
the
to.
case
I
for the most part.
thought we'd maybe just like handcuff each of them to a pillar here and ask them some questions. Maybe get them to solve their differences here without shooting each other.
That's not how the mob works.
I know, but it's a start. At least we can find out where the mob's going to be working. I mean, I'm up for suggestions.
I think we should call the cops and have them clean this place out.
Are they starting a mob war because there's a war on Christmas? You said it was like the first weekend of November.
I did say that.
One of them wants the red cups, and the other one was because red and blood, and the other one is like, no, I want a freaking Christmas tree on my cup.
Yeah.
Yeah. They do not agree on that topic.
It's true.
Yeah, that's
It's one of the things they disagree
That's
on.
definitely one of their points of contention. Yeah, Capone's basic thing is, Cagrone's basic thing is,
Sorry?
he's basically imploring you to, like, he was the tip of the iceberg, what's coming, you got no idea.
So what's coming?
I got no idea, too. You got no idea, I got no idea. He's got no idea, but he was working with it. So he came up, he's got these weird things.
Yeah.
Okay, you have to be a little bit more specific than
Hey,
this.
I'll walk over to Marco. Where'd you get this weird stuff from, Marco?
You wouldn't like to know.
Hey, you want to glow on them?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna cast drunkenness.
Okay, they can manipulate someone.
It's usually your other character, your druid's characters.
Yeah.
I love our team.
So I have plus weird, so I have a 9
Nice.
Okay,
to get all glow drunk on him.
Truth serum.
is hey, all right, listen. You gotta give me one thing though.
Oh, you bet. I'm really good at giving things.
You gotta make sure that you hide me someplace where they can't find me. Because they're gonna take over this whole world and turn it into a paradise for them. Paradise just like those, and he points at one of the guns. The whole world, though. And they're gonna start right here.
Who are they?
They, the first ones. Call themselves the first ones. I don't know why. I think they got in line real early.
And where did you meet them?
They came to me in my dreams, which is weird. Ghosts don't dream.
Yeah, we'll find a way to hide you where they can't find you.
They told me
We can put them in the polos with Karen.
Yeah, and we can do some kind of a spooky thing, right, to ward him against
Yeah.
them, maybe.
We could try that.
Spooky magic thing that I don't understand. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. My brother and I are getting pretty good at putting words up in places.
They told me that all I had to do was wait for a plague of happiness, and that would be my sign to make my move. And I made all of this, and he's pointing at the ghost hooch he's brewing. None of it's like some of it's barreled, but
Okay. Well, we need to destroy the ghost hooch.
I mean, I'll drink it.
It's still brewing right now.
some of it, yeah.
All right. Let's just turn off the. We'll turn off the boilers because that'll make it skunk real quick.
It's too late. I brewed too much. I brewed enough. Can I have some more of that? Would you?
Shine on, friend.
All right. Well, I think we know what would have started the plague of happiness.
Yeah, we totally stopped the plague of happiness.
Yeah, but the hooch may be bringing a different version of that along.
Yeah.
Cagrone speaks up.
Yeah.
I listen. I don't like any of this. I know you coppers. You gotta do what you gotta do, but I'm not in on all this stuff, okay? And I'll tell you right now, I can help you out. Let me walk. I ain't done anything. All I did was get shot.
Yeah, bleeding is a
What can you help us with?
bodily offense.
And get my boys. You're gonna need some backup if there's something big coming.
I don't know if that's the kind of help we want.
I can mind my boys.
It may be help we need in the future. We just don't know it yet.
Yeah. I mean,
The good boys. I'm gonna have to tell them to start using all using the real names, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, if he destroys this place and this stuff that's brewed here, I mean,
Hey, had I known what the ghost hooch was, I wouldn't have touched it.
what is it?
It's something to do with this place. You know, this place. It's like what makes it what it is, and like we're pulling it out of the place and distilling it and drinking it, and it's making this place like less this place. Does that
So
make sense?
we gotta give it
does.
back.
It does.
I know how to give it back.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah, I just have to drink it all.
Oh, you are gonna have a hangover.
I mean, it has a different effect on me.
Only if they stop drinking.
Okay. And let's see.
That was a really good Robert De Niro face.
Well, that's the only impression I do of De Niro is his face. I can't do it. So yeah, this was Monster of the Week, my own take on it, Five Corners. And thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for listening. We've had a great time.
Thanks for letting us play.
Yeah. I don't know. Am I plugging anything?
We'll have the social media on screen in a second.
So
Just
I'll
gamers.
Cool.
Just
Follow us on all the
gamers.
stuff.
Do you want me
Yeah,
to,
yeah.
do you want
Just
do you want me to run?
well, I'll let you guys plug your stuff. So
Yeah. So we're still gonna have no different from the beginning of the episode. We're still gonna have Just Gamers Day on March 7th, where we can intersect our gay and gamers and put them together and have all the nerd. So yeah.
And that's going to be at Just Games in Rochester.
In Rochester. Penfield. Yeah.
Yes.
Penfield, Rochester. Google us.
Yep.
Just Games, Rochester. Yeah, and we're all gonna be there. So if you want to meet us in person,
Come play with us.
yeah.
cool. Anything else? We're good?
We're good. See you in 2 weeks.
I've been Jesse Edmond.
Jane Calvert.
Alana Smith.
Jerry Meyer.
And you keep playing.
Yay!
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey.